Hello, my people. As the World Cup is going on, the number of Africans still in participation have dwindled. Now we have only two Africans that made it to round of 16, which is good. It's not like I'm saying it's good for those that at least we have two Africans still there, but generally is the way things pan out is not what I expected, because I was thinking like for Africans we make it there, because I was thinking that Africans they're gonna make it, or Senegal, but they disappointed me. They didn't even put a fight like Cape Verde. I was thinking that Cape Verde doesn't have any chance, that it's going to be a rollover for Argentina, a walkover, like the Argentina is going to come out without any, like, without fighting, like they're just going to win it. But Cape Verde, they put on a strong show, man. These people, I never see African country like football that are fighting like the way they fought. They came out swinging. They came out fighting. They don't say like, let us sit back because they are fighting Argentina. These people are fearless, because what happened with the Senegal and the Ivory Coast is because they didn't put on fight. They don't put on fight. When they have opportunity to kill the game, they don't. Tell me how Belgium will come back and win the game, and you are telling me that these people put on fight. You see how the Cape Verde were fighting, and this goal they scored, the fantastic goals they scored, against Argentina. And people forget that Argentina is still the reigning champion. The World Cup is in their hands, because they are the reigning champion in the World Cup. And when when I discovered that Cape Verde is gonna play Argentina, I was thinking like it's gonna be like 5-0. But everybody was surprised and shocked how well they played. And their goalkeeper was fantastic. That guy I don't even know where he was before. Like, where were this guy? He's very, very good goalkeeper. I'm not saying like he's just that he's the only good player in Cape Verde. All of them are fantastic. They played, they tried. Actually, this is the first loss they have in that World Cup. They played 4 games and they only lost one. So these people, they will go home with their head held high, with pride. They put on strong show with Argentina. I mean, they nearly beat Argentina, because had it been this, had it been that Argentina didn't score the third goal, the entrance penalty, I tell you, Argentina will be out, because they have very good goalkeeper that he would have been the hero of this World Cup. And I was not happy that they lost. I wanted, because at the stage, everybody see that these people they're capable of beating Argentina. I was thinking that luck is gonna be on their side and they're gonna win. But unfortunately, they didn't win. But these people, nobody will blame them in anything they did in this World Cup, because they were underdogs. People don't even know that they're in this World Cup. I was thinking like by now they would have been home. But they really tried. So out of 10 countries that came for participation in this World Cup, or that participated, 8 African countries are now out of they are now out of the tournament. They're going home. We have only 2 Africans there, the Morocco and Egypt. And as I'm doing this video, Egypt have scored 3-0. You know what I mean? They are true, because the way they played Canada, nobody knows that they're gonna beat Canada like that. And this, at least It's good that we still have two African countries that are doing well, really well, And let's hope that one of them will make it to the quarterfinals. I hope that one of them will make it to the quarterfinal, or not only quarterfinal, even make it to finals. It's possible. And if I'm gonna choose between the two of them that's gonna make it to quarterfinal, I will go with Morocco. I think it's not like Egypt not playing well, but I think I will go with Morocco. You know what I mean? I will go with Morocco. I think it's Morocco that is. I made an error when I was saying that is Egypt that you're playing when I'm making this video. It's not Egypt. It's Morocco that we're playing. Yeah, Canada, and they are winning 3-0. I think Egypt played yesterday, and they played with penalty shootout. They won with penalty. So I think if Africa is we're gonna see African country in the quarterfinals. I think it's gonna be Morocco, and they might go. They might even make it to finals, or even win it. You never know. Anything can happen. Peace.